Okay, we're back at the Meadow and it's a Saturday night date night. The kids have dinner ready and we're just gonna hang out here and dream about moving in. The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to move into our house very soon. We think it's about, what, a month away?
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm Pinky, you're the brain?
Okay. You haven't known this?
Yeah, I guess I did.
You're Pinky.
It's hard to face the truth sometimes.
Brian?
In this situation.
Brian?
Pinky.
All right, let's enjoy this date night. When we found this property almost 6 years ago, we could only dream of making it our own. We've moved every couple of years since we started our family of 7, so home for us has always been wherever we're together. When we came across this land, it finally felt like the place to put down our roots. I design homes for others for a living, but I really think about it as designing the backdrop for people's lives. Not a single one of us needs to live a normal life. Not a single one of us need be limited by the confines of society. Our homes set the rhythm of sleeping, waking, and all the in-between moments of life. This is my family's journey of finding that rhythm, of creating home.
It might be a brand new day.
I have to express just how happy this new curve on the future stucco wall makes me. So if you look at the vertical portion, that is where the wall used to end. And then this pretty little slide curved area is what we added. And that's the type of thing that I just really, really love. And I'm so excited about in this house. It's the little arch doors, it's the curve there, all those little moments. That makes such a difference, doesn't it?
Sure does.
It really does. Like this is the type of thing that makes me disproportionately happy, because it used to just go here and come down, as you can see. But do you see how pretty that is there? So there's that little bit of Fairytale with all of the modern here. I love clean lines, but I also love sort of curvy Storybook kind of Fairytale lines. So this house is sort of a combination of those two things, and it's that juxtaposition that I am really excited about in this house. While you have like the very, very modern, it'll be clean, straight stucco, just want to introduce a little surprise curve every now and then, just to make it a little bit romantic, a little bit fairy tale. On all these little openings here, we're going to do little cedar doors. So we're hoping we can sort of park over this way. And this is the door that we'll be walking in. There'll be a little cedar gate there. We'll walk in this way, enter into the mudroom there, drop off all of our stuff, backpacks, coats, all of that. And then we'll land at the foyer, and we'll try to absorb as much mess and he's pointing there, as much mess as we can as we walk in. I'm thinking I want to try to do Virginia Creeper. It's a native, very good for insects and birds around here because it is native.
A New Jersey Creeper.
A New Jersey Creeper over here. I like your wine.
It's on the rocks.
It's on the rock. Ba-doomsh. I don't think you're a creeper if you're preparing me a glass of wine. I think you need a new name.
Lurking by a wall outside a house.
Okay.
It's pretty.
You were creeping. You were lurking. With wine, though, that's fully acceptable. This is all original, the old original stucco wall, which has to be redone just because it was falling apart. The new outdoor shower garden is back there, and it is at a higher height to give us privacy because we're going to be out there. And so if you look at that, you see that it's about 2.5 feet higher than the original wall here. And so we pulled that across, and then we've repeated that same little fairy tale curve that I'm so in love with. You see a little bit of Cape Dutch architecture, actually, which I think is really beautiful. You see a lot of those really pretty little curves in the stucco, and that's kind of what I was inspired by. So we've got that little curve that comes down. And imagine how it would have felt if that was just straight there. You can see how it would be very harsh, very modern. But you add that little bit of curve and you get that sort of romantic fairy tale vibe going on there. And I love stuff like that. So I can't wait to kind of fill this in with plants and soften it up with greenery. But for now, I'm pretty pumped about these curves. Something I have not shared much about, but have thought a lot about, is this area here. When we first saw the house for the first time, there was just an odd chunk missing from the roof. So where you're seeing roof was where the original roof was. And there was just this like missing section. And so we have added a little addition. The only addition in the house besides the main orangery addition was actually the addition for our shower and our bathroom. And it actually allowed us to pull part of the house forward here. And what I really wanted to do was fill that roof area in with pergolas so that it wouldn't look so chopped. Once we grow vines up there, it will sort of fill in. It will be solid. It won't be solid roof material, cedar, but it will be solid nonetheless. Thank you very much to my New Jersey creeper. This is going to get built up a bit and there will be a stair. So it will not be like this intense, but this is our mudroom. And you'll come in and then you'll get to just put your stuff away right here. Well, we will. This also opens to the same courtyard. The plaster's drying. Feels so good, babe. I love date nights. I should probably explain the HVAC situation to you guys because it's probably looking absurd to everyone who's been watching these videos. The CarrMichael construction team is requiring that we do this. This is temporary HVAC. We have put all of the ductwork in the house, but they do not want to turn on the actual HVAC system until all of the construction is done because it often during construction sucks up dust and dirt and can actually affect the longevity of the system. So it's actually not going to last as long if you let your HVAC go while you're under construction. Dave, what do you call it? Like Dr. Octopus?
I call it Dr. Octopus.
Dr.
Affectionately.
Octopus. Okay. And it's fall. I think we have a couple warm weeks coming up, but as soon as those warm weeks are done, we can hopefully pull this baby out, move in, and get the real HVAC system going. So that is that. These doors you haven't seen much about in the videos, but they are these little arched areas which have little recessed pocket sliders. And so this one will be see-through, is not now. It goes to the mudroom. And then that one goes to the front hallway at the bottom of the stairs. And we use this area a lot actually when we lived here before. It's just going to be a little pea gravel area with herbs, so a little herb garden. I want to do a little fountain in the center so that when you open those doors, you hear like a pretty little trickle. But getting pricing back on those fountains and I'm not loving it. So
I'm loving your curve right over here.
I'm loving my curve too. Now we're getting into serious Tolkien fairy tale vibes, inspired by the Hobbit holes. And this is our outdoor shower, and you can see that is a serious curve. I'm very excited about that. I remember at one point in the project, we were scared that this was going to be, on paper it was perfect, but then it started feeling small when they first dug out the ditches. We were scared, but now it feels huge again. I think we nailed it. I think the size is just right. I wanted to make sure that the shower was a couple of feet this way from the front courtyard. So I think it's about 30 inches, maybe 34 inches in this way, because I didn't want our shower to extend the entire width of the courtyard. So that is why we needed that little curve. But I think it's really pretty and it creates a cool little moment over there. All right, I am so excited about this little area. This is one of those views, we call them elevations in design, that I have had in my head for a very long time. It was the elevation of coming down the foyer hallway, and then seeing this bit of stone with a really pretty stair railing in front silhouetting, and then this cool arched opening. So to kind of explain where we're at is that's the way we'll enter from our family parking. We'll come in that door here. This is the mudroom where the cubbies will go. It'll be a hot mess of cubbies. Then hopefully we'll drop the mess off and then come into the house here. This stair railing here is the girls' side, and then it connects via this little bridge, aka the mezzanine, over to the boys' side. So I'm very pumped about this. I know you guys saw me over and over drawing these railings, trying to get them right. They were inspired by a Northern Italian stair railing that I saw. It is reclaimed oak, white oak, and I am considering leaving them completely raw. If you look closely here, this is something that's really important to the entire house, but I have actually had all of the corners, we talked about this a bit, all of the corners of the entire house broken, which means sanded down and rounded. So if you touch this, there's nothing sharp about it. It's very round, which makes it feel older and time worn. And that's sort of the point of everything in here. I wanted everything to sort of feel soft to the touch, feel as if it's been here for years. And so now that it's actually happening, I am super pumped. CarrMichael Construction is literally executing everything perfectly, and I could not be happier about it. Plaster is going in. This is the base coat here. But if you come into the mudroom here, you can see that the final coat is actually on. And I wish you guys could feel this through the screen because it is so soft. It's got a wax over it. So there's a beeswax all over everything. And if you scrape it and mess it up, you can actually re-wax it. Just feels really, really good in here. All right, there has been so much progress happening in our bathroom this week. We haven't been able to show you because they've been working. So that is why we come on Saturdays. Let me show you in here. The beams are in the bathroom, and they are just incredible. They completely make the space. Here's Dave. And the really interesting thing about this is you're seeing that the wood has been painted black, and that is because I specifically request for there to be gaps between the planks of wood that are going to go on this wall. And so I need to have the base painted black so that when the gaps happen, it just looks like shadows instead of plywood underneath. In the primary bedroom, Lucas is here and he is finishing up the most incredible white oak built-ins that I've ever seen in my life. And every little piece of these built-ins is just pure perfection. Look here. It's just beautiful. So I'm so excited. Thank you, Lucas. It looks amazing as I fall here.
No problem.
This drawer is amazing. Look at those curves.
For like usability, you mean? Yeah, because you have to have some type of space here.
Our good friend Mike Carr, owner of CarrMichael Construction, is meeting with Lucas of Innovative Builds to work on the hinge situation and the family room built-ins. We have a secret door to our library, and I thought it would be great for it to swing in, but turns out that's not such an easy thing. The wood has arrived, and I think that means it's going in. So exciting. The white oak for the living room wall paneling is in, and I cannot wait to see these planks go up.
Okay, behind me are just about the prettiest beams I think I've ever seen in my life. I think that's real, not ever in my life. Look at that color. These are amazing. They are ancient French oak beams, and I'm losing my mind. There's also some pine ones. I think there may be someone who loves them more than I do right now. He's really excited. Look how messed up and twirled these are. Do you see that? They're so amazing. Here are the old pines, and they're also really, really pretty. Have a really beautiful patina on them. You can see here. and those will go in the family room with the pine cheese board. So you've got these beams that are going to be going in the orangery, and that is a big space. We got some big beams. One of the things that has been going on behind the scenes here is we have had an encroaching deadline of a Rugs USA photo shoot for my next collection of rugs. CarrMichael Construction has been amazing. This house is still very much under construction, but they are doing everything that they can to try to get me a couple of completely finished rooms. So the rooms we're aiming to have finished for this photo shoot are our bedroom, our bathroom, and our living room. And we will find out today if CarrMichael can make it happen. And I'm very hopeful, but not expecting anything because it's a lot to wrap up in a very short amount of time.
Walk through the kitchen and around.
This is the moment of truth.
Don't look.
We haven't even explained that we're trying to move furniture in here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
What do you mean? This is like totally ready.
If you have a photo shoot with Rugs USA, We are back in the kitchen, and I'm really excited because this has been a journey for me and you guys of CarrMichael Construction, but we've gotten this amazing concrete product, and when we saw it the other day, it was drying and it was looking really green and really olive, but now it's looking very close to the sample, which I love. And here you can see our antique French cheese boards. This is how our cabinetry is going to look, and I'm so excited. This is amazing. The same concrete product is actually going to be on our hearth that's in the ground in the kitchen for the fireplace, and then also on our raised hearth in the living room. So it's all coming together.
The concrete is looking very green as it dries, but I have been assured that it won't actually be green when it's fully dried. All right, we are so excited right now. We've been out of town at the beach all weekend. We did a house tour with Homeworthy down in the Outer Banks, and now we are back, and we have word from Mike that the beams are in, and that, what do you say, the orangery? I'll put it on here.
Was the
best room in the world or something.
Like Mike's not one for
For Mike to say that, like we've done some good rooms, and for him to say that, we're very excited. So we're having a date here, and we're gonna go check it out.
It's amazing. Oh, they're so good. Okay. These are beautiful. Oh my gosh. So I'm trying to get my head around this, but there will be basically no frame showing when the tape comes off. That's right. Like, you can't see it. Like, there's just this tiny, I guess in some parts it overlaps because this is so curvy. And over there, it actually is more showing.
You're barely gonna see it.
There's more showing than here. Like, here gets really.
Oh, really? Oh, it does get tighter.
You see that?
Yeah,
like,
right.
here's, so I think they
That's
took it as
tighter.
tight as they could. Like, this one happened to, that one probably curves up more. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, what do you think about straight up?
I love it, and I do think that these, like, I'm just seeing, some of them are so much lighter. I'm gonna see what happens once the stucco goes in, but we may want to burn a little bit, or I may be good that they're all different. Like, you see how much darker the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
how much darker the posts are in the header. See that? I love the spacing we landed on. So,
Perfect.
should we go check out the rest of the house?
Yes.
We're done in here too.
Pretty cool, babe.
It's really beautiful. I know. These beams have such history. Oh my gosh, I love this room. This is so pretty. This is like so light and pale. So the pine in here is beautiful. I love it. And then let's check out the new wallpaper that we approved before I even saw it. Okay. What do you think? I think it's seasonless too. You know what I mean? Like, this is gonna feel good in every season. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on the ceiling. And then there's a little bar area that's opened up. We'll put it there. but then I'm gonna try to get as close as I can with a paint color to this sort of mustard brown olive color and match that behind all the books so we don't have to spend money on papering the walls where they're not gonna be shown. If there are areas where it shows, we can always pop some of it in. But yay! This way. Okay, what are we looking at? Oh, honey. It's so good, right?
Yeah.
It's so good, I could cry. I actually could cry right now. I could literally cry. Oh, I was so worried about this for like 3 years now. It's so beautiful.
Right?
You see this? Oh my gosh. I was so worried. Like, I was like, is it gonna feel too, I don't like it when focal walls are too intense, but it's so beautiful. There's where you see the Fairytale, modern combined. And I wanted this whole wooden area to feel like the plaster area had existed before, and then we built in the bridge, the mezzanine, which is actually what we did do. So I wanted to show the new parts in wood and then the old parts in the plaster. It mitered all the edges, the craftsmanship is beautiful. Look at this, you see this? CarrMichael Construction did such a beautiful job. That is beautiful. That is not easy. But look at this. All right, so pretty. I'm a little concerned at how I trust them though, I trust them. And how by 9 a.m. tomorrow, all of this wood is gonna be moved and all of these floors are gonna be pulled up. And
Pulling up the...
cleaned up for furniture delivery. Which is fine.
Exactly. Pulling up the stuff takes no time.
It is T-minus 2 days until our photo shoot with Rugs USA, and it looks like there's a lot more to be done.
All right, so I think I made a major mistake. This does not happen often. And honestly, it generally only happens on my dime because I don't take these sorts of risks with paying clients. But I think I messed up. I'm gonna show you our bathroom. It is not turning out as I envisioned. And let me caveat this with, I'm not sure that they are done. This may be mid-installation. If it's not mid-installation though, I'm gonna have to pick another color here. Very green. Not what I was expecting. Not at all. That sort of golden yellow, I don't know if you guys remember it, that matched the tile. This is not looking like it. So I'm gonna hope and pray that this is just a middle part of the layering, which I've seen a lot in the plastering. But if it's done, I'm gonna need to move on and pick a different color. This room smells like heaven.
What you doing?
I'm just sniffing the walls. The walls. This is amazing. So I thought I was gonna stain these walls a little darker to match this tile. Let's pull up the floor. What do you think? I feel like I don't want to stain the walls because it smells too good.
I agree.
That's the main reason I did that. I'm gonna switch spots. That's the main reason I did that in the pantry. It's a little high contrast if I don't stain it though.
I was originally going to stain the cedar walls much darker to match the deeper brown tile walls, but now that I'm in this space, I don't mind the variation in the colors, and the cedar walls just smell like heaven, so I'm not sure I want to put any stain over those to hide this beautiful smell.
Here's what I think. We leave this unstained for now. You can always stain it in the future.
Yep.
But it smells way too good. It smells like heaven. It looks beautiful. There is going to be a shower curtain here, which I did in sort of like a camel brown color. So that won't even be open all the time. I'm gonna try it. And then the tub is copper. And that camel brown has a little copper undertone. So I think we're gonna leave it like this. And then if I ever really struggle with it, we'll stain it, but it just smells like heaven in here.
It's awesome.
It's not like a spa. This is good for the body. Like this is one of those things. The smell that this is putting off is doing 100% good things to your body, to your immune system, all of that. I know I sound crazy, people, but I do read about this stuff, and it's definitely real. It smells a little bit like the beach house, which we kind of knew we'd have, but we mixed the pine, or the cypress and the cedar. This is just the cedar, the rough cut cedar, but ooh, they did such a good job. I'm losing my mind. They did a lot of woodwork this weekend.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
The meadow itself has been growing, and we have lots of flowers blooming. Our native perennials are looking beautiful amongst all of the grass that is trying to eat them. I love every little bit of time I have out in the meadow. It just brings me peace and just kind of reminds me why we're doing this. We've been taking early morning walks to the meadow to get some peace and grounding.
It's so beautiful in here. You can feel such a difference. You see that?
We like to walk barefoot when we can to get a little bit of grounding with the earth, and just starts our days off right and really just gives us a lot of patience for the days ahead. There is just this beautiful white Queen Anne's lace everywhere. It took really well. Just amazing. I feel like once you learn about a plant, you learn its name, what it does, what it looks like, you start to sort of create a bond with it and feel something akin to a friendship with it. And so each year when it blooms and comes out, it's like seeing a friend again. And so I love this part of the year. It's late summer and everything is blooming and coming out. The bright yellow wingstem is coming in, and it is taller than I am, and it just makes me feel like I'm a kid.
So pretty. I think I'm in love.
Me too, babe. Me too.
Look at these little bees. Look. Hey, guys.
What I love most about this place is that it makes me forget about the stress. It makes me forget about the deadlines and just really focus on the now.
We saw the house and all the bees, and it was amazing. And now it's time for our date and to think about all the amazing progress that we made.
In less than 12 hours, we are moving in a house full of rugs and furniture.
Feeling very, very grateful. Cheers.